Oh, we are live in Ekiti, the Ekiti State capital, and we are being joined live on the news at 10 by the Executive Governor of Ekiti State, Dr. Kayode Fayemi. Thanks you so much, Dr. Fayemi, for joining us on the news at 10, and congratulations on your clocking 3 years in office. Now,
Thank you, Charles.
All right. Well, let's start with today's rally. Your Excellency, such a massive crowd turning up for the rally at this stadium. Do you believe that's a true reflection of the support you enjoy across Ekiti State?
Oh, absolutely. I think Ekiti people are known for their integrity and honesty. If they don't believe it, they wouldn't do it. That's the mantra here. And as somebody who has worked assiduously in the last 3 years to deliver on the promises made to our people, I can understand why many of them turned up. I mean, Chief Afe Babalola, one of our most revered icons, is not a politician. And he has just come there to speak his mind. That, look, if someone is doing well, then there's no reason to fix something that has not broken.
Well, your comrade Governor Adams Oshiomhole also graced the occasion, albeit in spectacular style. He described Ekiti as a work in progress. Now, just how much progress has been made in the last 3 years?
A lot of progress. I mean, cast your mind back, Charles. Ekiti was the land of 1 week, 1 trouble in the era before I became governor. In the 7 years before I became governor, there were 6 governors in Ekiti. 6 governors in 7 years. There was instability, there was violence, there was intimidation of the ordinary people, and there was arrested development above all. But look at what has happened in the last 3 years. Look at the statistics nationally. Ekiti has the lowest rate in maternal and child mortality in this country today. Ekiti has the lowest percentage of kids that are out of school out of 36 states in the country. If you look at the last West African School Certificate results, we've moved from 23% to 70%. My own old school that scored 9% in 2012, WASC, scored 100% this year. So there is tangible, palpable, clearly evidence-based progress in Ekiti. We're the only state that started social security benefit for the elderly here. Okay. Since we started, 4 states have joined: Osun, Bayelsa, Anambra, and also Oyo is planning to come on stream. In the infrastructure sector, Ekiti has probably the best road network in this country today, and this is also independently verifiable. If you go into the tourism sector, you will see what we've done. And these were things we promised. When we said during the campaign that we were going to put a laptop on the desk of every child in secondary school, people thought it was a campaign gimmick. But we've done it. And our students are seeing the results of that focus, laser beam focus on development and on making poverty history. Have we done everything? Absolutely not. Okay. There is still a lot that we have in the arsenal, as I said, to do in order to empower our people. We've stabilized the polity. Now we have to grow the economy, and we have to ensure that our people are able to have functional jobs that will make them people of pride again.
All right, having done so much, now let's look at a rather sore area in Ekiti. It's a stretch of road linking Ondo and Edo states, passing through Ekiti. That's after Owo, moving into Ekiti State. That stretch of road has been bad and has claimed several lives, including those of the citizens of your state. Don't you think there is something your administration can do to arrest a situation like that?
Absolutely. I thank you for that question, Charles. This government has fixed more federal roads than any other government before it came into office.
Interesting.
Even that road that you're talking about, if you move out of Ado Ekiti, you will notice that we're fixing the road right up to the boundaries in Akure, to the boundary of Ondo State, in Iju Italbolu. The truth of the matter is that our people do not make a distinction between federal roads and state roads. But the federal government has a responsibility to refund the roads that we have fixed. We're being owed 10 billion naira as I speak to you on roads fixed that have not been paid for. But we shall not relent. That road, we're fixing it, and we'll continue to do so.
That's quite a lot of money to be owed. Sorry about that, Your Excellency. Well, you mentioned the word empowerment, and that's one particular expression governments tend to use. We hear about them empowering people through various schemes. What's your own definition or approach to empowerment?
You know, our most critical approach to empowerment is education, education, education. Once you have given people the tools, once you've lit the candle, they will find the pathway. And that's what we've been doing. We've ensured that our people are better educated, particularly functionally in the area of technical and vocational education, and we're expanding the economy. We're expanding the opportunities in Ekiti so that outsiders can come and invest. When we spend money on infrastructure, it's not just because we like the idea of fixing roads. It's because we know that that is an engine growth for the economy. When we spend on tourism, when we expand the agric base, we have one of the most successful youth in commercial agriculture program in the entire country. And our farmers are really making a headway in that sector. Today is World Food Day, and I spent the greater part of this morning giving money to agriculturists in the states in order to ensure that they expand their opportunities in the agriculture sector. We're doing the same in the industrial sector by reviving moribund industries. We're doing the same in the tourism sector. I'm sure you've heard of the Kogosi, but it's not just about developing the Kogosi, but developing the tourism corridor so that our people would have expanded opportunities in that sector. Our own approach to empowerment is not sharing money. We cannot share Ekiti money in that manner. We want to create opportunities and enable the environment to provide jobs that are functional, that can deliver, and that will make our people more honorable.
Oh, thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ekiti State, Dr. Fayemi, for joining us on the News at 10. Well, that's the Ekiti State Governor with us on the News at 10. It's back to you, Bimbo, in our studios in Lagos.